This is Teachable Moments with April podcast, and you guessed it, I'm your host, April. If you're a returning listener and a part of the Teachable Moments with April podcast family, welcome back. For those of you who are checking me out for the first time, well, hello and welcome. To everyone listening, look for the teachable moments that are all around you. Enjoy. This is your host, April, of Teachable Moments with April podcast. So in this episode, we're going to talk about something that I've seen online, and we're going to delve into it and I'm going to be reading it for the first time with you guys here. It says, homeowner arrested after changing locks to deter squatters who took over her childhood home. And it says neighbors are up in arms, but the law is actually on the squatter's side. This is actually published on Wednesday, March 20th, and I believe I did come across something like it, and I was trying to remember to come back to it. So it says a New York woman was arrested Tuesday after confronting a group of squatters who took over her childhood home, leading to neighborhood vigilantes turning up at the property to try and evict the trespassers to no avail. ABC 7 first reported the news. So they're saying that neighborhood vigilantes were turning up on the property to try and evict the trespassers, aka squatters, to no avail. So it goes on to say that this particular woman, had been preparing to sell the 2-story home in Flushing, Queens, in the wake of her mother's death several years ago. Now, in February, while the property sat unattended with a for sale sign out front, several. Now, what I read about it was that it was 2 people, but this sounds, just understanding the English language, it seems like several is more than just 2 people, evidently. Squatters gained access to the residency and began making home repairs. Okay, that's interesting. It's unclear how many people are currently residing in the house. See, what I looked at last night, it spoke of 2 men. Okay, but here they're saying that they're unclear how many. So if it was 2 people, they would be clear. 1, 2, 1, 2 is 2 people. But they're saying they're unclear how many people actually were currently residing in this woman's house, okay, that actually belonged to her mother who passed away. Okay, let's continue. But at least 2, okay, here we go. It said at least 2, and it said a man and a woman. When I read it last night, it said 2 men have been spotted on the grounds. In New York, squatters can claim rights to the property after staying for 30 consecutive days. So people can break into places, okay, that they're not even linked to these places. They're not even linked to it, okay? And this is okay. This is okay. All right. And as long as they're there for 30 days, an entire month, they can claim rights to that property. Okay. Wow. Really? Landlords are not allowed to do things like change locks or cut off power or water to residents. Now, this is somebody that has broke into this person's home, into wherever they, even if they don't physically live there, they can break in, and you are not supposed to do anything. And to my understanding, this woman is not a landlord. Okay, this landlord thing, I have a problem with this too, but who said anything about landlords? Landlords are not allowed to do things like change locks or cut off power or water to residents. These are not necessarily residents. They're just people that saw a vacant house, broke in, and are living there. This is a whole nother bag of jelly beans here. What are you talking about? Evictions must be handled by state housing courts. I'm really fearful that these people are going to get away, it sounds like it sadly, with stealing my home, she told ABC. By the time someone does their investigation, their work and their job, it will be over 30 days. Oh, it ain't quite yet, but it's headed there. And this man, she said, this man, hold on, I got a little heated here. Okay, hold on, let me get my spike in. Will be in my home, she said. On Tuesday, she took matters into her own hands. She arrived at the home and changed the locks in an effort to evict the squatters, not the residents, the squatters. But in a stunning turn, the uninvited occupants, called the police. These jokers went and called the police on this woman, and it's her mother's house that's for sale. They had the audacity to call the cops on this woman. What are we doing? Oh my God. And she was arrested for changing her own locks. After she was taken into custody, 2 vigilantes, quotation marks, arrived at the house in a pickup truck. We are looking to get this guy out, one of the unidentified men said, according to the outlet. I'm here to talk to him. I want to see why he is here. A confrontation ensued between the unidentified men and one of the home's current residents, though it appeared to have no immediate result. The would-be vigilantes soon got back in their truck and vacated the scene. Meanwhile, the squatters inside ordered themselves some food. Welcome back. So then the article goes on to say the Daily Mail captured photos of a young woman answering the door for a delivery person around 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday. She claimed to have no idea what all the fuss was about, explaining that she was simply a roommate at the residence. A roommate, you say. So the woman's, the homeowner's neighbors are roundly, disgusted at what's happening on the block where they've lived for a number of actual, not years, decades. They're quoted to say it's disgusting. I guess that's how they said it. One local rage, I wish I could live rent-free. Yeah, must be nice, huh? Costa, which is a 24-year-old who lives next door to the house in question, revealed that the squatters had apparently been conducting extensive construction and said this: I heard a drill and saw through my window that they were drilling holes into the wall and putting up boards, he explained. I don't know if the board is still there, but it looks like they were trying to hide what was inside. Kind of rhymes. Oh my God, this poor woman. This particular woman did not immediately reply to requests for comment from Men's Journal. So I guess this is from mensjournal.com, if I didn't say that already. Her story is just one in an alarming series of similar incidents happening across the United States. A nightmare Airbnb guest in California was recently evicted after a marathon legal battle, while another couple in New York is currently trying their hardest to evict a 32-year-old squatter from their dream home. Wow. These people they don't care, just went, oh, okay, let me call the cops on you, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to order me some food, and then the people are going to deliver the food, and then I'm going to be unbothered by it. And then these other people that live in the neighborhood that have lived for decades, they are referred to as vigilantes when they try to help the woman to get her home back. Wow. And she got arrested. They did. Ready for an active life with Eukanuba Puppy Nutrition, scientifically formulated with proven levels of DHA for smarter, more trainable puppies, so you can set the foundation they deserve to grow strong and develop all the way to adulthood, with Eukanuba as a proud sponsor of puppyhood. You were just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I truly hope you enjoyed this episode. We invite you to stay connected with us on our other social media platforms: TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, and now Rumble. You can also leave us feedback in 3 ways: in the Interact features section on the Spotify app, voice messages to the podcast through our customized link, or at teachablemomentswithapril@gmail.com.